The biggest name in amateur astronomy sadly passed away on Sunday afternoon. Hate to make an episode on a bad subject, but this cannot simply be ignored. Sir Patrick Moore, the world's most famous amateur astronomer, as you already know, has passed away sadly on Sunday afternoon at the ripe old age of 89. He'd been admitted to hospital with an infection, and it was decided by all around him that nothing could be done to benefit Sir Patrick. He passed away peacefully in the comfort of his own home in West Sussex on Sunday afternoon, surrounded by his close friends, carers and his pet cat. Sir Patrick was known most famously for his many years of service in the BBC TV show The Sky at Night, where he hosted 705 episodes over the last 50 years, missing only one episode ever due to food poisoning. He's been inspiring amateur astronomers for decades, including myself, and it surely is a huge loss to the world of science. Sir Patrick started out his life with a keen interest in astronomy, and was educated at home by private tutors instead of going to school due to heart problems. At the age of 14 he took over the running of an observatory in East Grinstead after the owner and his mentor was killed in a car crash. At 16 he began wearing his signature monocle after an oculist told him that his right eye was weaker than his left. When the war came, he turned down a place of study at Cambridge University and lied about his age so he could join the RAF, where he became a navigator. Sir Patrick's fiancée was sadly killed in the war, which left him very bitter, and he always said that he would never marry and that was it, there was no one else for him. After his time in the RAF, he taught at a prep school, where his interest in astronomy dominated his life. He even built his own telescope in his back garden, and began observing the moon. Whilst observing the moon, he built up some incredibly detailed maps, and even gave them to NASA to use to plan the first missions to the moon. The BBC noticed a new interest in extraterrestrial matters, and started up a new TV show that Sir Patrick was to host, called Star Map. Star Map ran for all of 3 months before it was cancelled, and The Sky at Night was born. The year was 1957, before the launch of Sputnik, and the very beginning of the modern space age. The whole world began taking more and more notice in the extraterrestrial, and with the launch of Sputnik and the surge in popularity of astronomy, The Sky at Night made a huge success, much to Sir Patrick's surprise, who thought the show would only last a few months. The show was such a success it is even still around today, and up until his death, Patrick only ever missed one episode of filming due to a near-death experience with food poisoning back in 2004. TV wasn't Sir Patrick's only avenue of creation. He's also responsible for over an estimated 1,000 literary works, all based around popular science and astronomy. He was also responsible for editing the annual yearbook of astronomy, and also wrote a number of children's science fiction books under the name R.T. Fischl. So a man with such great success and popularity, as you can imagine, was also the proud owner of some rather distinct honours and appointments. In 1945 he was appointed a Fellow of the Royal Astronomical Society. Then in 1968 he was made an Officer of the Order of the British Empire, later promoted to Commander in 1988. In 1999 he was made Honorary President of the East Sussex Astronomical Society. In 2001 he received his knighthood for his services to the popularisation of science and broadcasting, and also made an Honorary Fellow of the Royal Society the same year. He was even awarded a BAFTA in 2002, presented by no other than Buzz Aldrin, the second man to walk on the moon. Now that's a fine set of qualifications. Sir Patrick was one of the only remaining teachers from the great era of television, where show business and glamour meant nothing compared to the respect and authority granted by great knowledge. Sir Patrick was from an era of television where you didn't need special effects to make a TV show great, just knowledge, and people would sit down and listen to him in awe, religiously, every month. On Sunday we lost an amazing man, who opened up thousands of people's eyes to the great enormity of the universe. Sir Patrick will be sadly missed by all of us in the world of science. May you rest in peace.